Beers. On the Piss.
G'day everyone and welcome back to the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast, brought to you by Bluebet.
That's Klutz. I'm Das. We're the Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started off reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the conversations that you'd more than likely hear from the front bar of your local, and we're coming to you live from our local, which is
The Caxton Hotel.
the mighty Caxton Hotel.
What a great establishment.
It is.
It looks like it got pounded into the earth over the week.
Yeah, I was here on the weekend. It was quite nice. Just, you know, if I'm not here at least twice, 3 times a week, it doesn't feel like a normal week. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's good to set foot in the joint once again. And, mate, our favourite thing to do here at the Caxton, especially while recording the pod, is to jam a bloke down our throats. So without further ado, let's get stuck into these.
Oh, fuck, that was good. That was really good.
Shout out to Bloke in a Bar, Denton Camp, sponsor of this week's podcast. Fun fact, they're actually doing a meet and greet with Jarrell Yaya at the Broncos Leagues Club this Saturday.
Ooh.
April 17, I think.
Hectic.
So get down there.
I think
And
it might be the 15th.
15th, whatever, close enough. Head down and check it out on Saturday if you're in Brizzy.
That'd be awesome. Do you know what time that's happening?
No idea.
Might have to depart
I think
Jeeps and go
it's
and see
for
them.
the game, like before the game.
Yeah,
Because the Bronx
right.
play on Saturday night, so.
Here or away?
Away.
Wow, that doesn't happen often this
No,
year.
no, it definitely doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Fucking hell.
Anyway, this is our On the Piss podcast where basically we just have a beer and talk shit for about an hour or so. So
Yeah.
let's get stuck in, mate.
Yeah, mate. What a fucking cracker of a weekend.
Yeah, Easter long weekend.
Yeah.
Felt like such a long break.
Bro, it went so quickly for me.
Yeah.
Ridiculously quickly. Knocked off work on Thursday and just went gallivanting around the countryside.
How good's that?
Fucking, I was in an absolute rush.
Yeah.
Because I was going up to Woodgate and drove to mum and dad's. Fucking mum and my sister are home.
Yeah.
And I was like, how's your day been? And mum was getting upset and I was like, oh shit. And
What's
I bit my tongue because we've had an absolute shocking run over the last 2
Yeah,
to 3
you
years
really
with
have.
death in the family.
Yeah.
And I was about to say, fuck, who's died now?
But you didn't.
But I didn't.
Thank God.
Well, thank God I didn't because probably mum's most prized family member,
Yep.
the cat, unfortunately had to be put down on Thursday.
Yeah,
so
that
she was
sucks.
distraught.
Yeah.
Little Teddy B, may
Yeah.
he rest in peace. One of the most interesting animals we have ever had in our family.
Yeah. And that's saying something.
Like, that's saying something. He was a great cat. He loved to stare at walls. He loved to meow a little bit.
Yep.
He was a very cuddly cat. So
We'll dedicate this episode to him.
yeah, this is to Theodore Bigglesworth.
This is for you,
Little
buddy.
Teddy B.
What a shit way to start a long weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty shit. So I was a bit rattled. I was like, oh fuck, that sucks. Went and picked up my missus, packed all our shit in the car, drove to my place, and as I'm driving to my place to pick up my stuff, I was like, fuck, I forgot the fish fillets, frozen fish fillets. For dinner. So I was doing beer battered whiting up there.
Yeah. The Klutz
Because I
specialty.
wasn't bringing it. I didn't bring any fishing gear up because I didn't think I could fit it, and
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what the weather would be like. So I was like, "Fuck it, why not just bring some that I've recently caught?" Forgot that. Drove back to Ashgrove
to get it.
to get it. Picked it up. Then when I'm driving again, I was like, "Fuck, I forgot my darts. I can't forget my darts."
No. And we're not
But
talking
not
about
durries.
cigarettes.
No.
Yeah. No.
I've invested a bit of money into some actual darts, but I just haven't really played much recently, and had to pick those up again via my place. Forgot ice, had another stop, and I was like, holy fuck, just take a breath and stop.
Collect yourself.
Yeah, I was
Stop
like,
stopping and move.
the only other stop we're going to do is Gympie for Hungry Jacks.
Yep.
And some specimens were around.
Oh, I don't
It
doubt that.
was fucking wild.
Yeah.
But I think I got to Woodgate about 11 o'clock and just passed out.
That's fine though when you've got a few
was,
nights.
Yeah, it was just so good. And woke up the next day, it was pissing down rain.
Yep.
Like absolutely heaving. And it cleared up. Went to Bundy, got some fucking seafood, which was lovely. But for those who have been listening for a while, you'll remember the famous Mazda beta.
Yep.
It was this Mazda 6 that
Clutz
I
his
had.
car for how long?
5 or 6 years, I reckon.
Yeah.
It was a great
fucked.
car.
Yeah, it was.
I
a great
loved
car.
it
Yeah.
for a bit. Well, when I say a great car, it got me from A to B.
Yeah.
And I was very appreciative of that car.
We got a lot of content out of that car too.
We did. But there was a scenario probably back in 2017 where the car I had a few days where I didn't work and it just pissed down rain.
Yep.
It was just my days off at Grilled. And then I went to either go to work or pick up my sister, and I got in the car and I just felt this coldness around my foot. And
That
also
shouldn't
the
be like
car
that.
stunk a bit. And I was like, what the fuck's happened here? Had a look down, ankle deep in water.
Yep.
So,
The seals broken or something?
yeah, the seals were broken.
Yep.
Now, from that point on, the car sort of went downhill. And but it was just fucked. Anyway, going to Bundy on Friday. I jump in the car and hear a little splash. And I was like, what
Oh,
the
no.
fuck?
Oh, no.
I was like, oh my God. And it was just
Same thing.
not heaps of water, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And Caitlin pulled her seatbelt and it was a bit wet. And I was like, what the fuck? How has this happened now?
Again.
Little bit annoyed. The Prado's just come back from having some panel beater work done.
Yep.
And they took the roof racks off. And they said they plugged up the holes of the roof rack.
They didn't.
Didn't plug the fucking holes at the front of the
so
roof rack.
fucked, mate.
So that's on them. So the water's come in. So I think Dad's calling them up this week to give them a bit of a serve.
Fucking oath.
But very shit.
Yeah.
But we got through it. Left the window down, aired it out. Great. All good.
Yep.
Didn't
Try
let
it
that
out.
deter us. Had
Yeah.
a cocktail night.
Beautiful.
And smashed some prawns, smashed some oysters. There's this place, I think it's called Grunsky's by the river at Bundy. And you can get like dozen oysters for $26,
Yep.
$27 takeaway, which is great price. And the prawns on an Easter weekend, I was like, we're going to be
Paying
stung
through the
so
nose.
much.
Yeah.
$24 a kilo.
Yep.
So good.
Kind of fucked that they can just price gouge.
Bro,
like that,
but
isn't it?
that's like normal.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I'm saying, not
But like,
saying that.
it's,
that is,
but I was expecting
the
like
fact you
$40.
expect that, yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
it's kind of a G up, but just because of the fucking time of year, they can be like, oh, we're going to charge you more. But I
Yeah.
suppose we fucking pay it. Supply and
Yeah,
demand,
exactly.
isn't it? Simple
Yeah, exactly.
economics, really.
Simple economics.
Yeah.
And was it our friend Seb?
That's what
once
people.
said?
That's what people come to our podcast for.
Yeah, they got a monopoly on the
They do.
prawn market.
Yeah, why would you teach a man to catch
Yeah,
prawns?
don't teach me how to cast a net properly. Just fucking jack the prices up
That's
and
it.
keep
Yeah,
going.
charge him through the nose.
But yeah, we did a cocktail night, smashed a lot of seafood. I learnt from New Year's not to do mango daiquiris.
Yep.
So
Wise decision.
very wise. This time we did margaritas.
Yum.
Honestly, some of the, like, not tooting my own horn, some of the best margs I've ever had.
Yeah, nice.
And all it was, Caitlin went and she picked up the Red Hat tequila, whatever that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
is.
I don't know what it's called, but I know the one
And
you
then
mean.
the chick at BWS, I don't know where she was, but I think it might have been Newmarket. She's like, what are you doing with the tequila? She's like,
Margs.
oh, making marks. She's like, well, get Jose Guerrero.
Way better.
So I used to do the same thing. I used to think the party hat was a novelty thing.
Yeah.
Get the Jose Guerrero. Got the Jose Guerrero tequila mix with it.
Heaps better.
Yeah, amazing, bro.
There you go.
And I put a little extra lime in.
There's a fucking pro tip for everyone out there.
Bro, yeah, now this is another pro tip. It says 1 part tequila to 3 parts of the mix. Chuck an extra shot in
Yeah.
because
So you're on 2
it
and 3,
just
basically.
tastes
Or 2 and
mixy.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's more 2 and 3. So you
Yeah.
still got that hint of tequila. Plus, like, you're sort of getting into your work a little bit more.
They have to say that, right? 3 and 1. So
I think so, yeah, because otherwise it's,
yeah.
but
Ridiculous.
obviously add a little bit more.
Obviously. You're
Did
not going to add less.
Did some frozen margs as well,
Yeah.
which were awesome.
What a time.
French martinis and shit were
How'd
going
you
on.
pull up on Saturday?
Dude, I was fine.
Yeah.
I was
had a
good.
time. Yeah.
One of the other cocktails, I forgot the other two. There's 4 cocktails in total. I think it was one called Pussy Passion.
Yum.
That was quite nice.
Sounds great.
But the one of the ones that I was very surprised with was the French martini. And why I was surprised, apparently there's these little bottles you can get from Uncle Dan's. And it's like, you probably would have seen them. It's $20 and it's like a bunch of dehydrated fruits and like powder and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Pour your vodka in and let it soak.
Oh,
It was
nice.
one of the best mixes I've ever
Really?
had.
So you like pour it into the big bottle, let it
Yeah,
soak.
so you just
and
get
then
the vodka. I've seen them before, but I've been real hesitant to try
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
So yeah, you just pour the vodka in, and there's like all like berry powder and shit
All
like
that,
that
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, and
And then what, you just strain it
fruits.
out at the end.
Strain it out at the end. Let it
Delicious.
sit for like 3 to 5 hours. They reckon to get like the best taste.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was amazing.
Fuck.
Quite delicious.
That's sick.
But
Now I feel like a cocktail.
yeah. Oh, dude, I had a lot of cocktails. Saturday we just went swimming, and Million decks had to go early, so we ended up at the club that night. At the Bowls Club.
Beautiful.
Bowls Club, so good.
The carpet in the joint looked absolutely phenomenal.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. Had a few cockies there. Also, some of the quickest cocktails I've ever got.
How good? Probably cheap as
We
well.
got 4 cocktails in like maybe 3 minutes.
Bang.
Ridiculous.
Phenomenal stuff.
$12 cocktails.
Oh,
Got pretty
get the
fucked.
doctor. Yeah. As you would on 12
There was a bit of
cocktails.
controversy though.
Oh, really? Bowls Club controversy.
Bowls Club controversy, an Easter raffle.
Yeah, right.
Now, there actually weren't many patrons there for an Easter Saturday. I was quite surprised by it. But we bought a bunch of tickets, and they said what the range of tickets was. It was like 442 up to 472 or something like that. And 42 to 45. And we had a look when they kept saying like 43666, something like that. So we were just like, holy fuck, it's just these 43 numbers. When there was 20 prizes, 10 butcher packs, 10 seafood packs of just prawns. And when they put up the first 16 numbers that were called, I think 14 of them were the 4-3s.
Yeah.
And there was a dude, it was pretty funny because it's all computer generated. And there was a fella sitting near us and he genuinely was like,
This is bullshit.
this is the most bullshit thing. This is rigged. They're just giving it to their mates over Easter. This is a rigged raffle. Like, cunt, they're pressing a button on a website and the bloke's in his 60s. There is no fucking way that he has rigged this comp. Like, he's just wearing an Easter Bunny T-shirt.
He's got no idea what's going on,
getting
brother.
into his work.
Yeah. He's a volunteer as well. He's not getting paid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I had a lovely evening at the club. Ran into some frothies, actually.
Oh, really? At
And-
Woodgate?
Yeah, mate. It was
Huge.
pretty crazy. The old man's got a rental property up in Morayfield.
Yep.
And he told me ages ago about how these blokes came in to redo the floors up there after some tenants had moved out. And they listened to the potty.
Yep.
And I was in having a piss, and one of the blokes, he's like, I don't want to be a weird cunt, but are you the fella off the podcast? I was like, yeah. Got chatting, said his sons are out there, and he's like, mate, like, we actually spoke to your old man about this at Morayfield.
yeah.
We did the floors. I was like, no fucking way. I was like, what
Small
are you doing
world.
up here? So I've been coming here for about 20 years.
Fuck, that's sick. Such a small world.
Yeah, bro. Legit such a small world. But yeah, it was a ripper time up there. Real good time. Basically, we just sat around
As you do at the beach, just sat around drinking
eating
piss.
seafood,
Yeah.
drinking piss, and
Nothing better.
jumping in the water. There was no wind, so it
Yeah.
was literally like
Fuck, it was windy
glass.
down here. It was so windy.
But
cunt,
that's
all
what I
weekend.
found weird, man, because usually Easter time up there, it's gale force
Blowing,
winds, but there was just nothing. So it was quite spectacular. Had a ripper time, and it was really painful leaving.
I was going to say, how's the trip home?
Fucked. Absolutely fucked. Look, I rang my nan on Sunday night and I was like, look, we're probably going to be leaving about 7 a.m. Is that too early to come by and say good day at like 7:38? She's like, no, all sweet. Texted her. I was like, we're going to be a lot later. We got up at 7:30 or something, cleaned the house, did all that, packed everything away. And there was the Woodgate Easter show. I said to Caitlin, I was like, look, we're already leaving later. Do you just want to go have a look around?
Why not?
Got our market
It is the market.
fixed. It was like a
after
giant
all.
market.
Yeah.
There's rides and shit there.
Yeah.
It was going off.
It was meant to
great.
be, some would say.
Yeah,
You
that's
managed to
it.
find the markets.
That's it. Also, one of the best stalls I've ever seen. One of the best ideas. This bloke
big
was there.
call.
He had Labradoodle puppies
Oh, genius.
for $1,000. And he had 6 of them.
I thought you were going to say you just pay like $10 to go and pat them or something.
No, bro. And what he does, all the kids are coming up, or like girlfriends, boyfriends, everything. Come on, you want to hold them? And he's just giving
Course.
them, and they're just looking at you with
Yeah.
little puppy eyes. And it's got all the, vaccinated.
Yeah, they're all ready
all
to
that
go,
sort of shit,
basically.
all
yeah.
ready to go. And he's like, $1,000 negotiable. So all these people there, it's like, oh, like I'm gonna walk away with a dog today. I was like, that is one of the great plays.
Yeah.
So
Get it in
shout
their
out
hands.
to him. Yeah, get it in the hands of the punters.
Yeah.
And watch them go.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Remarkable
we
stuff.
went and saw my nan, went and saw my cousins again, and then got going. we were discussing what time we'd meet here to do the pod yesterday. But that never eventuated.
No, running a bit late on the way home, mate.
Yeah. Now, as I sort of said, when the Mazda got some water into it, things just started to go weird.
Downhill.
Now, we've just got the Prado back. I had the battery changed the other day because, I don't know, it was just fucked. And RACQ is a bit of a prick around that.
Yep.
Wasn't the vibe I was looking for. But got around Maryborough, heard this weird noise, called the old man, pulled over. Yep, engine's fucked. No good. RACQ came out. I was told, the first dude I had on the phone, his name was also Josh, wanted nothing to do with me.
Perfect.
Which I understand. Easter Monday would be fucked.
Yeah,
Everyone's
on the
traveling.
road. Yeah.
But like,
This is also your job,
this
Josh.
is your job. You chose this, Josh.
Yeah. You do.
Like from
Josh.
one Josh to another, you chose this.
Plumbing's not always fun and games, but,
No, but
I chose it.
Exactly.
So you do it.
So you just got to do it.
Yeah. When you choose it, you do it.
Exactly. So this bloke, he's going through all this shit and he's like, okay, well, we'll get a tow truck. I was like, hang on. What about like a car first?
Yeah.
So what's the point of that? What do you
Well-
want that for if the car's... And I was like, well, could they at least come have a look so in case I can actually get it started? And he's like, well, it's a 90-minute wait time for patrol and 2 hours for a tow. I was like, okay, so...
Why don't I do both anyway?
like,
Because I'm going to
so-
be here for 2 hours.
Yeah, I was like, why don't we just get the dude to come out and then like book the tow at the same time? And he's like, oh, yeah, fine, whatever. It's going to be a 90-minute wait, so it's going to be a half an hour turnaround, blah, 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 blah. I was like,
Whatever.
yeah,
That's fine.
whatever, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's just go with it. Got a little app notification, 9 minutes.
9.
9 minutes away.
Not 99.
Not 90. It was 9 minutes. The dude
Dang.
rocked up within 10 minutes, basically.
Fuck yeah.
I was like, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like, if I ordered a tow truck and sat there waiting for 2 hours,
No, and
I would've been
not
fucking
knowing that
fuming,
the fucking
bro.
thing was 9 minutes away. The patrol, yeah.
that's it. Plus, I wouldn't have known about these other things. As I said, I had a shit experience with RACQ the other week. I sort of had a shit experience then. This young fella came out, red P plates and everything on his roadside assistance car, and just clued on. You could tell he's just grown up around fucking engines and shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I feel like I'm in safe hands here.
Yeah.
And he's like, look, not going to be able to drive it. He's like, but whereabouts is it going to? Brisbane? I was like, yeah. He goes, all right. Can order a loan car
Yeah.
and you can get a tow back and then they'll swap the cars tomorrow when they get it back. I was like, oh, fuck, how much is that going to cost? And he's like, because of your coverage, it's all free. He's
Bang.
like, but I want to organise all that.
Yeah. How do they get the loan car to you?
Bro, they have loan cars at the
Tow thing.
tow thing. This isn't an ad, but I'm saying if you're getting RACQ roadside assistance, pay the $240 a year
Yeah.
instead of the 120, 150.
Yeah.
Go the extra because if you are fucked,
They'll sort you.
they'll sort you out. Like the chick was like,
don't think I even have
if you wanted to
roadside.
stay with your car or we didn't have a loan car, like part of the thing is they set you up with accommodation for the night until
Oh,
they get a
fuck
vehicle
yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
Like that's unreal.
That is unreal.
So, yeah, my 4 to 5 hour trip turned into a 9.5, 10 hour trip.
Fuck yeah.
Got home, walked in the door at 7 finally.
Yeah. After
Could-
pretty much trying to leave at 7. So
yeah,
essentially a 12-hour day.
basically a
almost.
12 hour day. Couldn't get to sleep. Watched some show, Invincible. I didn't feel invincible, but
No. And here we are now.
neither does the main character at the moment. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that pans out.
Is
But he
his
said-
name Josh too?
Oh,
May as well
fuck,
be.
May as well be because there's a lot of different Joshes out there. But yeah, look, shit end to the holiday, but it was a good couple of days away.
Speaking of like mechanics and being clued on and stuff, I'm the fucking complete opposite of being clued on with car shit. And I reckon
Same.
I put my car in for a service last week and I reckon they've just seen me coming an absolute country mile away. And like, this is a genuine question I have. Like, how do people like me get through it? Because I'm sure there's other people out there that have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
How do you fucking get through life with a car? Because the last couple of years, our good friend Dan, who's a mechanic, has serviced my car.
Yep.
So I never have to worry about him trying to fucking stitch me
Raw
up.
you.
Yeah, I don't have to ask any questions. I just drive it to him. So I've never had a problem with it either. Like
Yep.
it's he just does it, whatever.
Yeah.
So he lives out in Toowoomba now. Can't service my car. just booked it in at the local fucking mechanic.
Mm.
Drive it in. Chick must have probably saw me a fucking absolute mile away. White Crocs, oversized t-shirt on. Like, she's like, "What's happening?" And she's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "I'd booked it in for a service. I just said my mate's been servicing it the last 2 years, and he now lives out west, so I need somewhere new." Beautiful. She's like, "We won't do anything before we, contact you to make sure." I was like, "Sweet." Get a call from her like 3 hours later. They've looked at your car, just a couple of things, and I've gone, "Oh fuck, here we go." First thing she rattles off, needs new windscreen wipers. I'm like, bang. If that's the first thing she's rattling off,
that's good.
I'm home here. Like, that's obviously like, fix that. That's fine. New air filters, new oil, which is pretty much the extent of my knowledge of a service.
Yep.
So I was like, yep. So, okay, then it needs 4 new tyres, a new battery, 2 new control arms, and a transmission service. So what would you like me to do? And I was like, how much is that going to cost? She could have said anywhere between $500 and $10,000, and I would have believed. Like, I got fucking absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
She's like $2,500, and I was like, fuck me. Well, that was about fucking $2,200 more than I expected to be spending today. So I was like, I was in the middle of doing something else. Like, can you just put this in an email and send it to me? I was like, do all the service shit and change the tires.
Yep.
Email me the rest. She's like, yep, sweet. So she emails me with the control arms, whatever the fuck they are, transmission service.
What are control arms?
Yeah, no idea. Transmission service and 4 new tires. Looked at the tires, they're like $130 each. I was just like, yep, do that, sweet. Then contacted our mate Dan, who's the mechanic, and also my girlfriend's brother, who's a mechanic.
Yeah.
And was like, this is what's happened. And they both were like, I've never heard of either of those things needing to be done to your car at its age. 90,000 Ks, Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
Never heard of that. That seems outrageous. Both of them. I was like, fuck, that's so weird.
Yeah,
Then Dan rings me and goes, what do they say about the control arms or the transmission service? I was like, I don't know. She just said I needed it. She's like, oh, okay. Tell them not to do it. Get a second opinion. When you go down, ask how severe it is.
Yeah.
Did exactly that.
Yeah.
Get down there. She's like, oh, yep, spoke to the boys. They reckon you can get away with it for about a month. It just comes down to an oil leak. I was like, okay, sweet. Again, no fucking idea what she's talking about. Ring Dan back. Hey, mate, she just told me I can drive it for a month. It comes down to an oil leak. He's like, oh, so is the transmission oil leaking? I was like, I don't fucking know, mate. You're a mechanic. She's a mechanic. Like, I'm telling you word for word, which he said, why didn't you ask this? I'm like, because I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
I'm the same dude. I'm not clued on the car.
And now what do? Take it to another mechanic and say, I've been told I need this and this fixed. And they're just going to do the exact same thing. Like, this cunt's got fucking no idea. Charge him through the teeth.
Look, we might need to give you a hook up with a friend of the show.
Yeah.
Who is a great mechanic.
Yeah.
One of the great blokes as well. He has always helped me out with cars. And he said there's a lot of blokes out there that will just rot you because so many people don't know about cars.
Bro,
Dad got told something. So my dad's clued on with cars. He was an engine reconditioner by trade, fitter and turner. And a few fucking months ago, we had something with the Prado. We had to fix some brake pads or whatever. And the dude was like, nah, you got to, what was it? He's like, oh, that's right. No, I got new tyres on before I went up for New Year's. And the guy was like, you need 4 new brake pads.
Yeah.
Because they're fucked.
Yeah.
Apparently there's like a thickness that when it gets down to the thickness,
You got to replace them.
you got to replace it. We had a look. Dad measured the thickness. Like he took everything off. It's a bit of an ordeal. Take the wheel off, get it all out. And Dad was like, what the fuck's this dude on about? Checked them all. They were like 7 mil or something.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, they still had another 40 to 50,000 Ks worth of wear on them. I was like, these cunts are just trying to take us for a ride.
Exactly.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I think from all professions, out of all jobs, the ones that probably take you for the biggest ride would be mechanics.
Dude,
because
you just have no idea.
Most people have no fucking idea.
I reckon I could walk into a fucking Japanese language speaking school and have more of a chance of understanding what's going on.
Yeah, ni hao.
Bro, they could make up whatever they want. They could just be like, they could be like the connection between the fucking left and right diff and the alternator's fucked and you need a transmission service. And I'll be like, sure. How much does that cost? Again, fingers crossed it's under $1,000, but it could be 10. Like, I got no idea.
See, it's the sort of shit that I know the Alpha blokes have spoken about some of this sort of stuff before where they're like, what's some stuff that you should fucking learn from your dad as a kid?
My dad is not a fucking mechanic.
Yeah, see, I think I need to start fucking hitting up Dad and be like, oi, help me.
Yeah. Well, so maybe
had,
I need to reach out to your mate that's a mechanic.
Yeah, I know of someone whose dad, when they were a kid, I might have said about this before. This is Matt's dad. He his first ever car was a Jag.
Yeah.
And his dad made him pull apart the engine and everything under the hood
And put it back together
before he could drive it. Because he was like, if you're going to drive it, you need to know how to fix it yourself and how it works. And apparently Jag engines don't change.
Yeah, right.
So he has
still doing
only ever had Jag cars. So all he's ever bought for himself are Jags.
Jag cars.
And now he's got some fucking hotted up, souped up motherfucker of a car.
Outside of changing a tyre and putting water in my fucking spraying thing, I couldn't do a single thing to my car.
Yeah.
Couldn't even I probably could check the oil. Bro, I had to try and figure out how to fucking pop the bonnet. Like that.
Yeah, right.
That wasn't like.
Oh, I was losing it yesterday because the bonnet lever's just been changed on ours from the shit. And I was trying to get it. And I was just like, fuck. Just going off, man.
Fucked.
It was so
mechanics
shit.
and cars, they can all fuck off.
Look, if you're, I actually like, if there's any mechanics out there, like, we'll keep you anonymous if you want as well.
Yeah.
But reach out with some of the stuff that you guys might jib people for.
Yeah. It's probably the opposite of people coming with just fucked up cars that they've like.
Yeah. Well, that's something
neglected
else.
for so long.
My cousin did his apprenticeship and still works as a mechanic out in Ipswich. And I think he did his apprenticeship at Kmart Tire and Auto.
Yeah.
And it's one of the cheapest ones out there. And he was like, the amount of repeat customers we get, because you'd say to him, and you know, cars are expensive, man. But the amount of times you'd say, hey, this is fucked and this is fucked, like your car's fucked. If we do this, this is going to happen. And they just pay for that as a temporary fix.
That's literally what I've just done though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Your car's not fucked though,
No,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But you don't know that because we don't know much about cars, man.
Dude. That's
It's ridiculous. Oh, it's absolutely fucked.
Like anyway. Someone fucking solve the problem for me, please.
We need to get a car that talks to you and just be like,
I'm
broken.
fucked.
Help me.
Because I'm pretty sure mechanics have that, right? They plug that little thing and it tells them what's fucked in it.
That's
but
what
only mechanics have them.
When I went and saw my mate Ben with the when the Mazda wasn't firing on all cylinders, which was most of the time, we had some spark plug issues, and then he's gone and plugged it in, and he's like, be careful with this, mate. This thing's worth so much more than this piece of shit.
Like the fucking
the car. I was like,
so funny.
Fucking fair, man.
Anyway, fuck mechanics. Unless you're a good bloke.
Yeah, exactly.
There's probably a few good ones out there.
Yeah.
Klutzy, I've got a potential conspiracy theory
Oh, no.
that I wanted to run by you.
I do love conspiracies, though. What's this
I
one?
haven't fully fleshed it out though. Like I can't think of a fucking reason why. Anyway, it's hard to explain, but I think you'll understand. Over there, obviously Easter long weekend.
Yep.
Found myself eating, drinking quite a lot, treating myself. Side note, had a full Lindt chocolate bunny last night.
Oh, how do you feel
Rocked
after
me.
that?
Fucked. So fucked. I've got one left. Probably going to do the same thing
Right.
tonight. But
Sorry, just on that. Caitlin's mum, sorry to distract her.
That's fine,
Caitlin's mum, I told you about this because it's one of your newfound love.
yeah.
But Caitlin's mum, as an Easter present to us, got us 2 eggs and this cocktail making kit.
Yeah.
And part of it was the Dulce de Leche.
Yeah. Is that how you
sauce.
say it? See,
I think so.
Did we talk about this on the podcast?
I think I don't know if we've spoken about it on the podcast, but I know you've messaged in our group chat about how good that is from
Changed my
Messina
life,
and how
yeah.
good Messina is.
Yeah.
One of the underrated.
If you haven't tried that
places in the world.
flavour like me, because I didn't know what the fuck it was, it basically means it's made of condensed milk and it's
Yeah.
a fucking game changer.
It's
the
one of
best
the.
flavour.
It's fucking.
I'll
awesome.
be exclusively ordering that
Get
flavour.
that with Coneception, bro. It'll change your
fuck me,
life.
mate. I'm going to get it everywhere I
But-
go. Anyway.
But bro, we had these eggs and they were big eggs in an egg cup. You cut the top open. You make up a Bailey's and dark something liqueur mix.
Yeah.
Put ice into the egg.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Pour it up.
This shit on top.
Popcorn. The Dolce on top.
Game
Bro,
changer.
I got through the cocktail and I was like, oh fuck. Like,
yeah. Rocked.
I'm pretty rocked here.
Yeah.
Started going through the egg and I was like, if I pound this egg quickly, I'm not going to be sick while eating, but I will feel sick afterwards.
But
Caitlin,
you know
on the
you can
other
get it
hand,
done,
bro,
yeah.
she was taking her time with it, and then I look over. Eventually, she's on the couch, like, oh, it's like rubbing her tummy. Just like, oh my god. I was like, yeah, that was fun.
That's me after the Lint Bunny last
Yeah,
night.
it's so delicious, but chocolate's so deadly.
I'm probably going to do it again tonight, to be honest. But anyway, one thing, it struck me, actually struck me today.
Yeah.
Got up in the morning, making coffee, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to have a hot cross bun, bit of Vegemite, not Vegemite, bit of butter, toasted, hot, fucking delicious, right?
Yeah.
Went to go have it, no hot cross buns left. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that sucks. And I was like, holy shit, Easter's gone. There won't be any more hot cross buns. Why do Coles and Woolworths not stock it all year? Like, I have a fucking bone to pick with the major supermarkets in Australia. Why can't we eat hot cross buns next week?
Bro, can I just blow your mind for a second?
Yeah.
It's a fruit bun.
Yeah. But it doesn't have the fucking cross on top.
Yeah, because it's a religious thing.
Yeah. But
And
like,
because, dude, this is another sort of conspiracy thing. Like, you know how there's all these things that come out and they're like, oh, we can't have religion control the world?
yeah. Well, why
Look at
can't
all the holidays we have and look at
Fucking
all the
oath.
fucking foods that come out just
Yeah.
for that, and like the rules that, oh, you can't have red meat on these days during Lent because, you know, I can't even remember anymore because I fucking threw that rule out the book.
And
out
aren't
the
you supposed to
window.
not sell alcohol on certain fucking days as well?
Yeah,
Like
you can't have
Good Friday?
alcohol on certain days, Good Friday and stuff.
But aren't places open? The footy was on Friday night.
Because from working in hospo, so Good Friday, you could have, say you went to like, we used to do it at Miss K's, you could have alcohol an hour before and after your seating, your meal, but you had to have alcohol with a meal.
What about at the footy?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure there'd be different licensing.
Yeah,
around.
just-
But you could go to the casino and you could do whatever the fuck you want.
Like when we were in Melbourne.
Yeah.
The only place open. But I just think fucking what's Woolworths, IGA, Coles hiding?
Yeah, why don't you just keep
have-
doing hot cross buns?
when Easter starts, you can't fucking buy them. They fly off the shelves that quickly,
Yeah.
and then they stop selling them.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason behind that. It
There
can't
has
just
to
be. It can't be that like they're like, oh, we're just not going to sell them anymore because they're
Let's have a
fucking the
quick
most
look.
popular thing ever. I tried a bit of a
me.
research today, but basically all just pointed to religion.
Oh my God. That was like why my nipples sore was a Google search as I started typing in why are hot cross buns.
Once again, your search history, bro.
Historically, hot cross buns were only eaten on Good Friday and occasionally at Christmas or burials. In fact, in 1592, Queen Lizzie I officially decreed it, and any buns illegally made outside those events were handed over to the poor.
But
What the fuck? Can you imagine that? You are at home
Yeah.
and you just make
hot
a
cross
hot
buns.
cross bun
Because you feel like
because you feel like having one because
Yeah.
you love them.
because they're delicious.
Go to put a bit of hot butter on, it goes, nah, bro.
No, off to the poor.
Off to the poor for that. It's like, well, good on you, Lizzie.
How
for
come the
getting
poor
it.
people are allowed to eat them all year round?
I don't know. That's wow.
Yeah,
That's quite rude from Lizzie. Then
I just don't understand it.
it's
It's a crying shame.
cross buns were baked to celebrate Eostra, a Germanic goddess of fertility, after which the season of Easter is said to be named. A horny god,
Horny God.
fertile. Does that mean hot cross buns, if you eat them, if they're named after the goddess of fertility, make you quite horny?
Maybe that's why they don't want us to overpopulate the earth. Maybe that's why they're holding off.
Perhaps, what is it, April? Maybe that's why there's so many kids born around December, January, because people are just smashing hot cross buns,
Now,
and
getting
fucking
horny.
horny.
Yeah, I wonder when oyster season is, if there is one.
Oh, all year round, baby.
If you're missing hot cross buns and really need something to get you going,
Yeah.
have some oysters.
But what is the cross thing even made of?
I don't fucking know.
Because it's not sugary.
No,
like it
it's
doesn't
not
even
that
add
sweet.
that much flavour.
No,
You know, like,
if any.
It's just sort of like, I wonder if it's communion bread.
Yeah. I also feel like the size of the hot cross bun is the best part about it, right?
Yeah.
Like little bite size, open it
Yeah.
up. Maybe we should start a business up that's like straight line buns or something. And it's just hot cross buns, but there's only one line or two parallel lines across the buns.
Yeah,
Instead of crossing?
I would actually like that. Because I reckon there's a lot of people out there that are like you, that just
Yeah.
want to eat them all the time. They're meant to bring good luck, and that's part of the reason they're associated with Easter.
Why?
Why is good luck only around Easter? Don't you want good luck at Christmas?
At all times?
Well, yeah, just in
Maybe our
general.
punk club should fucking start hoarding hot cross buns.
Dude, we should actually do that for our meetup, not this weekend, but next
This
weekend.
weekend, hot cross buns.
We need to make some hot cross bun content.
Yep.
okay, what we should do is one night next week or one arvo or something, or for one of your days for work.
Yeah.
You might need to make hot
Hot
cross
cross
buns and
for
then
the punk club.
bring them for the punk club.
Yeah, it's a good idea. We
And then
can all
we-
meet beforehand and
Yeah.
Get
Have
the
hot cross
sage and the
buns
crystals out.
before anyone places a bet.
yeah,
Sage, crystals,
Hot cross
buns.
Yeah.
And that's what we missed last time because
Yeah.
you always need a bit of Jesus in your life.
there you go. Jesus
Yeah.
can help the punk club.
Maybe we need to actually not do the crystals or the sage because you know how like woohoo,
Woo woo.
woohoo sort of shit is, I don't know, Christians don't really like that.
Yeah,
Catholics
true.
don't like it either.
Yeah. So maybe we stick to, and it didn't work
Maybe
last
because
time.
we did it around Easter time during Lent,
yeah,
it sort of cursed us more.
yeah.
So maybe what we need to do is start pounding hot cross buns
Pre-races.
pre-races. But no, I'm not even going to say it. Maybe because I thought it fucked us here. I was going to say if we're eating them outside, do you reckon it's a little bit of a...
Why would that be?
Well, I
What's
don't
wrong
know.
with
No, we're
eating
trying
them
to buck
outside?
the trend, aren't we?
Yeah. What's wrong with eating them outside?
Nothing.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to say.
And that's what we're going to do.
All right. I like that. I can't wait to
Conspiracy
eat hot
theory
cross buns.
confirmed.
There's a good chance we don't eat hot cross buns next week.
We'll try our best. All right, Clutzy, I thought it was a good time this week to bring back a segment which we haven't done in a while, and that is what would Clutzy do? Basically, we've put it out to the frothies to ask a few questions, and we want to get your thoughts on it and hear how you'd handle these situations. So we'll fire away.
Hey, Klutzy, what would you do if you sharded at the pub, mate?
Sharded at the pub.
Sharded at the pub.
Fuck. Going to the cubicle, clean my ass up, and just discard the undies in there. Just keep going on.
In the cubicle?
Yeah, why
Discard.
not?
Yeah, what else are you going to do with them? You're not going to fucking take them home, are you?
Well, you can't just sit around.
Sit in your own shit all the
You
time.
can't. Yeah, no, honestly, I would, I'd probably do that.
Yeah.
Particularly if I was having a good night.
Depends how bad it is, though. Yeah, if it's bad, I'm just going home.
If it's a little skitty or it's just like a little pile, I don't
Yeah.
know. Honestly, I haven't really shit myself.
In a long while.
Yeah,
Not
in a
really.
long while.
Yeah. Which is a blessing,
Yeah,
really.
blessing for me.
The pub would be one of the worst places to shit yourself, especially when you're drunk.
Fucking oath. Because I feel like sometimes your smell is heightened when you're at the
Oh,
pub.
absolutely.
So
Especially when you've been drinking.
if
Fuck.
you shit around people, there's no way that they don't smell it
Yeah.
and call you out on it.
Also,
as well.
it would be like one of the, you know, when you sit on dog shit and you smell it for fucking weeks,
Yeah.
that'd be like me. But I can still smell it. I could go home
Yeah.
and shower in chlorine
It's
and
like
come
when I
back
fart,
and still
like,
smell
Did you
like it.
shit yourself? Like, no. It was like, actually, yes, I did this time.
Maybe I did a little bit. Okay, second question.
G'day, fellas. How you going?
Good, mate. How are you?
Not bad at all, thanks. Anthony here, a.k.a. the best pest in the West. Listen, I've got a little what would Klutzy do for you. I recently made contact with a distant ex. Now, we haven't spoken in years, and at first it was a bit odd, but now it seems all right. Well, the other day, she put the hard word on me. Now, I don't want to complicate anything, but a big part of me wants to take a trip down memory lane because she was always a good person to hang out with. What do you reckon? Don't piss the sheets, give them fucking heaps. Cheers.
Look, I have always been big on the idea that if it's like an amicable split
Yeah.
or something, or they're a good person. Fuck,
Yeah.
I've got like exes that were nice people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a cunt to
I
them.
never had like a bad breakup.
And never had like a bad breakup. Don't have a bad word to say about it.
Yeah.
If you can go back and say g'day, why not?
Might say more than g'day.
Well, yeah, maybe more than g'day.
G'day
but,
with your dick.
it would be shit if you possibly hurt them in that instance, but maybe if you just made it clear that you just...
Yeah. Keep your intentions clear.
Yeah, keep your intentions clear. I would like to pound you. Or I'd like to be pounded.
Yeah. Doesn't matter which way. We're here for it.
Just be upfront, mate. Just be like, look, I missed you. Let's have a crack. And look, there's a good chance. Well, what happens if you fucking catch some feelings again and she was the one that got away?
There you go.
Dude, I know of someone.
Time heals all wounds.
How's this? I know of someone. Now they're like family friends with us, and I'm fairly sure that these fellas, their dad, his first girlfriend or his first Valentine or something was in high school.
Yeah.
They split up, high school relationship, all that sort of shit. He's gone off, got married. I think she might have as well. But marriages, partners, all sort of fizzled away. They've now found each other again at like in their 50s and have been together for a while and recently got married.
There you go. True love.
You know what I mean? Like that's just, you never know what's around the corner.
Exactly right.
She could be the one.
Be open to possibilities.
That's
you never know
it.
where that'll get you. Third question.
Question for you boys. Have you ever used the window washer squeegee at the servo or whatnot to wash more than just your window?
Shout out to good friend Jack Simpson. Hope you're well, mate.
I personally have not. I don't think.
I think I've used it to...
Hey boys, Klutzy, how are ya?
Good bowl, how are you?
Darcy?
Well, thanks,
Don't
mate.
care. All right, I got a bit of a hairy one for yous. Just imagine for a second you need to do a shit and you're at the pub and every single dunny is covered in vomit and just looks absolutely rank and you already got a turtle popping out of its cave. What would you do?
Well, you got to go the downhill skier.
What's that?
You just drop the dacks down and you like position yourself like downhill ski.
You need both hands out?
Yeah. Well, because you got to have balance, dude.
Of course, yeah.
You got to
yeah.
have balance.
And you just squat above.
I remember year 10 canoeing camp with Mr. Maddox, bro. He said when we had to go take shits, because I did, it was canoeing down a river and you just had to go take a shit in the bushland.
Yeah.
He was like, if you need to take a shit, here's a couple of different maneuvers. As the break dancer, and he's like getting down showing. He's like, you break dance and you shit in the hole like that.
Yeah.
But my favourite, and I thought the most practical, was the downhill skier. It stayed with me for that long.
There you go. Have you ever put it to use? In a pub setting?
Not in a pub. Oh. No, I think I definitely have at festivals and shit.
Dude, I nearly shit myself in a nightclub in Berlin and the toilets were so fucked. They were unisex.
Yeah.
And no like door. And I went in there and I was
door?
No door. Went in, was this close, just being like, I'll get bad shit myself, so I've got to do this. But there was no toilet paper, so I held it. It was so fucked. It was the most fucked thing ever.
Dude, when did you shit?
Oh, when I got home like 2 hours later, it was horrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was fucked.
Dude, there's something, look.
I think I've spoken about it before, is when I was lost. Do you have,
Yeah.
it was fucked up, yeah.
Bro, you know what I find fucked up is when people, like, there's blokes I've worked with and work with that refuse to shit at work.
Yeah, I could.
They'll get the urge.
Dude,
and
so
they'll just
one of the
and
fucking
hold on.
questions was in the thing, what would you rather? Well, what would Klutzy do? One was, would you rather have to do 4 shits every day or do a full day's work? It's like, bro, I do 4 shits every day as it is. I currently do that.
When I get to work, I do a shit straight away.
Yeah.
Because in the car ride, when I wake up, I never feel like it.
No, as soon as coffee purses my lips, it's game over. I had 2 coffees today, would have easily done 4
We were
shits.
both shitting at the same time.
Exactly the same
messaging
time.
each other. It was
synced
quite
up.
funny.
Synced up.
It was synced up. But yeah, but I find it wild. Like I do that, and then usually because I've had a coffee, maybe like an hour and a half later, it's like the second coming.
Go again. Yep.
And then have smoko.
Yep.
Got to go again after that because I don't know. There's something like whenever I eat, I feel like I need to shit like an hour later.
Yep.
And then
It's not uncommon for me
when
to
I
do
get
4
home
shits a day. We've spoken about how many wipes and stuff before though, so maybe we're just not common. Like maybe we're the fucked ones, but who would know, honestly?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, also just get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's better out than in.
Absolutely. Why hold it in unless you're in a
But I just
unisex toilet
the
with no
thing
door?
that really rocks me is that I can't shit in a portaloo. It's too disgusting. It's like can't.
You've clearly
You're working in dirt. You
Yeah.
have glue and shit all over your hands.
You obviously clearly actually never needed to shit. Because,
Yeah. But
Anyway.
the feeling of holding on is one of the worst feelings I've ever had.
Oh.
And your guts start feeling.
Oh,
all
and
crook
is there a
stuff.
better feeling of when you let it go?
There's
Absolutely not.
Maybe that's why we shit so much.
Yeah, addicted to the feeling, I guess.
Yeah, maybe that's a
Suckers
fetish we
for
need to look
punishment.
into. Fucking hell.
A whole new world out there, maybe that's undiscovered.
Poo fetish.
Pooing fetish.
Pooing
not.
fetish.
I don't like poo. It's disgusting, but I like pooing.
Yeah, I like pooing too.
Yeah. To be fair, if I didn't have to wipe, I'd poo all the time. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes, but like, great feeling.
I wonder
Very
if
relieving.
there's a name for a pooing fetish.
A brave Google on Josh's behalf.
Coprophilia. Hot Carl. Also hot sasser. Sexual slang referring to one of several perpetrated acts involving feces.
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh my god.
Once again, this has turned into a poo podcast. We're here again.
Scatology? What is poop? No, I want to know if there's
I don't want to see poop. I just want to do it.
No, just
It's not really a sexual thing though, for me anyway.
No,
it feels good, but not sexual. Yeah, it's relieving. It's like getting a good back crack out.
Yeah. Maybe hang on. Why do I feel so relieved when I poo? Once the body releases poop, these muscles relax, causing excitation of the vagus nerve. There's an article that says this can cause reductions in heart rate and blood pressure. A person may experience these physiological effects as a brief period of relaxation.
There you go. Anyway.
One thing I've also never had that people get, it just sounds hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Like, how? Oh, I pushed too hard. It's like, man, I've pushed pretty fucking hard to shit. Like, a lot. How is it that I've never had a hemorrhoid with the extreme force that I'm using?
And also the lifestyle decisions and diet. Like if it's going to happen to anyone, fucking should have been
it should have been me.
I'm definitely scared of it happening, to be honest. It sounds fucking horrible. People
Sounds terrible.
People have hemorrhoid cushions, can't like sit on chairs.
Yeah, that's fucked.
That is
so fucked.
How do you get rid of them?
I don't know.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. Maybe a cream.
Let's end this fucking segment right now.
Poop harder. Squash them out of the way.
All right, one other thing I wanted to cover off just quickly before we get into the final bit of the pod. I was having a think the other day, and the best part, well, my favourite part about our podcast and a lot of my other podcasts that I listen to, Hello Sport and, Bloke in a Bar, that sort of stuff, my favourite thing about them is the in-jokes and how, like, they're running jokes, and you know, if you're a long time follower, you hear some things and you're like, "Fuck, that's pretty good." Yep. Examples for us is like we don't know enough about the ocean, free phone, that sort of thing, right? There's plenty that go all the way back, but I was trying to think like, we get new listeners every week, and a lot of them probably wouldn't know about a lot of the stuff without going back, and some do, and they're the people who we love, people who go back and listen every week, and And even anyone who's listening now, we've been absolutely dribbling today, more than normal. And like, if you're listening to this, you're a fair way in. So we want to reward the listeners who are listening right now. We want to start a new running joke. And basically pretend that the best thing ever has just happened on the podcast.
One of the best segment we've ever had. Just happened.
The best bit of podcast content you've ever heard, ever seen. We want to be referring to this segment for years and years to come. I want someone to call up in 5 years' time and be like, fuck me, I still can't believe you blokes did that at the Cactus in that time. But there's no segment.
It's nothing.
There's nothing.
It's literally this. Also, if you have been fooled by someone calling in or talking about this part.
And been trying to figure it out.
You've been fooled. You've come back and you've found it.
Finally. Congratulations.
Finally. Call up and let us know.
You're in the know.
It's going to be quite funny.
If you say I'm in the know, then we'll know that you've figured it out. That's the code. I'm in the know. I can't believe it. I'm in the know. We want people, and not everyone call in next week. We'll play a few on next Monday's show that's like, holy shit, I can't believe that happened. We're not going to do a whole episode on it.
But over the coming weeks and months, we want people to start. Years.
You might call up in 6 weeks' time and be like, oh, I can do a perfect fucking nod to that unbelievable segment the boys did. Jeez, I can't believe they did that. So just keep it in the back of your mind. The fake segment. Don't say it's a fake segment, but just talk about it. Go back to it. It's a little reward, a little in-joke for anyone listening right now.
It'll be funny as fuck.
So before we finish this week, Clutzy, it's been quite a long episode, which is good though. Good to get back into the hour-long sort of stuff. Having a scroll on Facebook the other day and I saw this thing. Victorian police put up a status. Question. It was a poll. Yes or no? Is it illegal to drive with a light on in your car? Like 80-something% of people. Oh, yes, it's illegal. Me, including me. Yep, illegal. Been told that since I was young. Someone turns a light on, what the fuck are you doing? Turn that off.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're talking at night when you're driving along. Mum or dad's driving the car, you turn the light on, they're like, what are you doing? They then shared the results of the poll. Guess what?
No.
Not illegal.
Wow.
My whole fucking life is a lie.
So that's something you were told was illegal?
Yeah, my mum and dad told me that was fucking illegal. We couldn't do it.
I think I was just told not to do it.
Well, apparently 83% of people out there as well are the same.
Yeah.
And that's what they said. It's not illegal, but yes, it can be distracting.
Told by their parents.
Potentially.
Fuck, so this is like a generational thing.
And yeah, 100% it is a generational thing, and it's fucking rocked me. My whole life has changed. My whole life is a lie. And now I've second guessing everything I've ever heard from my parents. And it's got me thinking, I want to know, surely there's people out there who've got the same thing.
Yeah.
Like they've been told something as a kid to shut them up or whatever.
Yeah.
Or to make them behave, like me and my siblings in the back of the car. That's just turned out to be a blatant lie that you've learned in later life.
Yeah.
Anything that crosses your mind?
That I'd be successful at any job.
What do you mean?
Clearly not a good plumber.
Wait, what do you mean? So they told you would be?
Yeah, I was like, anything you do, you'll be good at.
Yeah, there you go.
Not a good plumber.
No.
Terrible.
What a horrible lie.
Yeah. I thought I could be good at anything.
Yeah. Podcasting, yeah. Australia's most ordinary rig.
Yeah.
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 Plumbing? Shit, no.
I think when they said to me that I could probably achieve whatever, like, oh, yeah, you could just achieve whatever. Like, you could do whatever you set your mind to.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Because I did set my mind to becoming the most ordinary rig.
Yeah.
I just don't think that that's what they had in mind.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
At what age do you look at your child and go, you know what? This kid could be ordinary.
Look at this little chubby boy.
He could be ordinary, this kid.
There's something about that fella.
But yeah, just in finishing this week, I thought for the next blowing the froth off episode, did you shit your pants just then?
Pretty much.
Call us up and tell us about lies that your parents told you. I'm sure there'll be heaps around like eating healthy foods and shit like that.
Yeah.
But give us a call on 0731033389 and we'll play them on the Monday podcast.
Love that, Das. Tell you what, it's been a ripper week.
It has been a ripper week.
Enjoy your time in Sydney.
Thank you. I'm going to Sydney tomorrow night. So if anyone, that's what I was going to say actually, if anyone sees me out and about in Sydney, say good day.
Yeah, say hi.
I'll be there Thursday till Monday. Coming back Monday morning.
Ear.
Yeah, so I know.
Yeah, so that you've listened to this.
Yeah. Fuck, that'll be weird. Hope
That'd
no one
be
does
so-
that. Please
yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah,
I'm going with my family as well. They'll be like, what the fuck? My whole family's going to do that. Anyway, thanks for listening. This one was a fucking long one, so
Was.
hope you enjoyed it.
Farewell.
See you next week. If there's a good mechanic out there, reach out. Cheers.
Bye.